No, I didn't. Just a moment. I'm going. What?
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later.
source, yes. Data terminals, other elements. Walk up close to it and hit F.
Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door! Ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. They might have information about this place.
In possession of the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. Warning verifying current status, inadequate data collection collated.
Just as I suspected, it's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details. New log entry. I found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice. Withstand my faith? Burn! Burn! Ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then.
Got a shotty, got a laser gun. Two weapon groups permission. Now I can swap it to different gun types.
Entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos.
The
There
filth
is
of
also a
chaos.
tech-priest maintenance drive with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could
That's
turn
right,
off
Rab.
the Vox jammer.
Defense system anomalies. Ooh,
I found
trouble.
new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals.
Cogitator screen. Audio log. That's that same one that he just said. Argumentum. Defense system anomalies. Ranking security officer, Brother Marcus Orang. Or Drang. Martyr opened fire on an approaching road trader vessel, causing considerable damage and loss of life on the target ship. Teleportarium signals are regularly jammed, blocking entry and exit to and from the monastery. Well, you get to choose. Okay, I'll go back to the beginning really quick here. Hang on. I'll show you what it looks like at the start of the game. So I'll exit out of this character. There are no tech priests yet. You've got the option of a psyker. So create a character. Okay, so your options are psyker, crusader, and assassin. You're an inquisitor. And then each of the classes have 3 subclasses you can choose from. Now, any class can use almost any weapon in the game. There are a few weapons that are limited to a specific class. But amongst the subclasses of a major class, like of psyker, you can continue on, and then it'll give us 3 options. And the options on the character have to do with your starting equipment more than anything else. So, as a psyker, you have the choice of the Etherwalker, which starts with Force Sword and Etherwalker armor. Empyreanist starts with a Force Staff and Empyrean armor. And Scryer, which starts with a Bolt Gun and a Force Rod and Warp-bound armor. And each of the classes are kind of split up like this. Light armor. Oh, starts with an Rosarius force field. Nice. Personal void shield. Tough choice. We'll try the other walker. Okay, and then you get to choose the next step is getting to choose the difficulty level that you're playing the game at. Story mode, it's just a story mode, and it goes through and does a lot of exactly. Mage, Warrior, and Road. Exactly. So the 3 major classes in basically any kind of game. Story mode is the story itself. Challenge mode is a more difficult mode where you can fight more tougher and more difficult to beat enemies. So we'll go ahead and go story mode here. We're going to give him a name of Lannister. Accept. And then, once you've got characters made, you can switch between them. So we're going to go back to my Crusader. I'm doing the Heavy Weapons Crusader. That's the class I chose. It is the 41st millennium, and there is no peace amongst the stars. The Imperium of Man is besieged from all sides by the Xenos races, and it is slowly rotting away from the inside, tainted by the Chaos Gods. Inquisitors are autonomous, powerful agents who wage a great and secret war for mankind. They fight in the shadows, and nothing is beyond their authority. They are the judges and the executioners.
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey.
Cool.
The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Now, this ship is called the Martyr. This ship is a major portion of the actual game story.
The automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Oh yeah, Imperial ships are absolutely beautiful. That's part of what's the draw to the game, I think. Just all that Gothic architecture flying through space.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later. Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door!
Game world contains many objects such as doors, chests, data terminals, and other elements that you can interact with. These objects will be highlighted when you move the mouse cursor over them. Simply left-click to activate. Some objects may require you to hold the F key until the progress bar is completed. Wait for the bar to disappear before releasing the button. Camera options. You can move around and scroll in and out.
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
Press F to pay respects. That's right, Rav. That's exactly right.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details.
Is that so,
New
Puka?
log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice. Withstand my faith? Recoil, unclean! Ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then.
Combat capabilities, four primary options. Left click, right click, 1 and 2. Ammunition and overheat. Round-based weapons have an ammo amount that will run out. Although you have unlimited ammo, you do have to reload on occasion. And then energy weapons will overheat. Adjust audio. Let me know if that's better. Okay, new weapon. You're allowed to have 2 sets of weapons, which you can press tab to swap back and forth.
New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos.
Tainted by
There
the
is
filth
also a
of
tech
chaos.
priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
Argumentum defense system anomalies, ranking, security officer Marcus Strang. Incident log: the martyr opened fire on an approaching rogue trader vessel, causing considerable damage and loss of life on the targeted vessel. Teleportarium signals are regularly jammed, blocking entry and exit to and from the monastery. Confessions of the related personnel during the penitence hearings. Searching picked recording database, records not found. Conclusion: after thorough investigation and questioning, I can safely claim that no personnel were involved in the incident. The defense turrets opened fire without any human involvement, and the signal blocking any teleportation attempts is generated automatically. Problem caused: system malfunction. Process initiated, logged a priority level request to the maintenance fraternity, awaiting confirmation. Had emergency cogitators installed on the hangar's deck and main cogitator in the control room, where security personnel can manually override both the turret systems and the teleportarium signals in case of any further incidents. Attachment: medic reports of personnel voluntarily participating in the confessions. Data corrupted.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals.
Okay, so this is the story that we're working in Cage. And then the different clues that we've gathered so far. There are 3 more unknown clues on this one. 2 on the cage itself, 3 in chapter 1. Actually, it looks like 6 more. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more in chapter 1.
Open the door.
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor. What foul abomination is this? Talking servitor. You might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual.
All right.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die. Die, heretic!
Gotta love shotties up close. Another cogitator.
That's the cogitator that will disable the jammer. I couldn't turn off the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Flathead.
Finally. I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Achievement unlocked. First steps on the martyr. That's right. Well met, heretics. Have you met my boomstick? Alright. Finished mission. I don't even think I have full access to all my stuff yet. need to earn the money to recreate my cabal again. So no points. Inventory. Don't got squat yet. Skills. Got no points to put into anything. Heroic deeds. Haven't done any heroic deeds at this point since a complete reset happened with the release up today. I've made it out of the hangar where I've found evidence of a serious chaos infestation. I need to investigate this further. Yes, it's a fan. Yes, the motor in my circulation fan making noise. Is that better? You might also still hear.
Channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there.
Okay. Map overlay. So now we have access to the map. And something else, wherever you see this little yellow marker, that's someplace you can actually take cover. Oh, I want to set that as a toggle. Options. Controls. Gameplay. Single key press cover mode. Okay. So now I can take cover just by highlighting a cover location, and my character will run up to it. And you can fire from behind a lot of cover. Oh, more heretics. Okay. We're going to take care of these heretics in one fell swoop. Where is it? Right there. Oh, I accidentally switched my laser.
Reloading. By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Alright. Let me introduce you to my boomstick. That's the thing that I do like about the shotgun in this game. It does mass damage to multiple targets all at once, especially at close range.
Back to your first Emperor.
Ooh.
For the Emperor!
Yes, a grenade.
Yay, grenades! To throw a grenade, press and hold 3 on the keyboard and aim with your mouse. Release the key to throw. The longer you hold the button, the higher the arc of the throw will be. A high arc is useful to lob grenades over obstacles, but slower to hit the target. Note that unlike weapon skills, grenades have limited charges. You can get extra grenades from supply boxes during the mission. Oh, Atroci, welcome for that. Thank you for that, host. Appreciated.
Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
That's right. Praise the Emperor. I will blast you to smithereens. Cogitator. More info. Exloaded from Engine Seer Theta 17B Lucan. Reference current rank operator confessor to the great machine spirit of the martyr. Inloaded 2 Engineer Omicron 4 Vesuvior. Current rank Engineer Hierophant of the martyr. Automatically generated social components clipped. Title honorifics. Omega level encryption initiated begins. Inquiry regarding confidential emergency invocation 7763P awaiting review. Precedent, supplementary records collated attached. Analysis. The machine spirit of the martyr shows every sign of intellectual instability. Threat assessment ultra high and growing. Proposal. Detachment of data serfs in the blessed core, initiating data module scrubbing and anointing central processing modules. Personal note, the machine spirit is slowly becoming insane, and it started to override the defense systems, destroying some possibly harmless void craft trying to land on the deck. We must act before it sheds more blood. I don't need to remind you the fateful consequences if such information becomes open knowledge. It all must remain confidential. I submit this invocation in the name of the Omnissiah, to the wisdom of my trusted Hierophant. Whoa! The ship has become its own boss.
Proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Yes, yes it could. Missed, buddy. Woohoo! Burn the heretic. Another clue. Okay, I'm playing Blue's Clues. What's up, Box? How's it going? Okay, binary transcriptor enabled, recalibration him, and initiated secondary data stream decipher enabled. I hope you're reading this. That's the safest way for us to communicate. If they find out what we are planning, they'll execute us. Hide your messages in the maintenance sermons and make them look like simple devotional notes. We need to plan our next step. There are huge problems on the research decks. The Red Sanctum has been quarantined. Alert. Corruptive code influx. Analysis inconclusive. Note B. I've received your message by the Emperor. This is bad. Same here, down here. Nobody knows where the martyr is headed, and with Uther holed up in the Sanctum and his seconds in charge plotting against him, I have no idea where to turn. Activated Purification Protocol. Note A. Uther will be our death. Think about it. He promised us immortality and glory for the Imperium. And now we have what? Those things in the Dark Zone. We must get out of here immediately. Or shall we join the others? Request suspicious devotional code lines discovered. Issue sensor modules inactive. Log not archived. So as you can see, there's a lot of story involved in the game. That's right, repent!
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
Hellbrute. Hellbrute. Medical supplies. Handy.
I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
It must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me
yes.
to clarify that. You only found pieces of them.
You only
So it would
found
be just
pieces
you
of
against
them.
something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it could easily be more than one creature.
Perish, filth!
No, you don't. No heavy for you.
Recoil, unclean!
Come at me, creatures! Come at me!
Die, unclean!
Yes, baby. Just a moment. I gotta go hunt bugs. Be right back. Alright. Hey, Hill. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Alright. Let's investigate the other side. Ooh, a chest. Nice. Bonus. Alright. A corpse.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
New log entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone
That's
else.
right. He has no idea who I am. I am not the droids you are looking for. Nice, my first rewards and a level. Grenades, ooh. An eye implant, how nice. All right. Next mission, Forbidden Cult Campaign Mission. I've followed a Fox signal and established a connection with a member of the unknown expedition. He is holed up in the subdeck control room. I need to get there, but first I must deal with the heretics and kill their mutated champions.
Glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. You are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to eliminate these creatures. It will slow down the tribes.
I can work with that.
Perish, filth! Repent!
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer.
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorne exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you. I made a plan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other boardcraft in the vicinity.
Alright.
Perish, filth!
I've eliminated the first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
Burn! Burn! The Emperor!
Thorne, how are you faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorne out.
Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. That's right. Alright, let's go explore the other areas first. Back this way. So 2 of 3 champions down. Medical supplies, don't need those yet. Okay, that's the last boss. Well, let's just go ahead and face off with him.
Loading.
Oh, you just pulled yourself into your own death, buddy.
Perish, filth!
Okay, and that's the exit from the level there. Oh, nice, Toomey. Yeah, we're stuck playing solo for now, man.
Kill the heretic! Die, unclean!
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious. I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
But what? I've already killed them, Thorn. What about it? Yeah, I'm liking what they've done with the game so far, man.
Thorn, I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free.
That looked like a traitor warhound. Alright. First off, we got new parts. So that gets equipped. Swap sets. That gets put in there. That gets swapped out. go junk, junk, junk. Junk, junk, junk. And mission 4. The heretics have withdrawn, but more are on the way. I need reinforcements. I know that some of the soldiers from the expedition are still alive, but the feral tribe is keeping them captive. I must free them. Okay, we can work with that.
Wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor.
Ready to fight.
In some missions, you have limited command over the allied soldiers by sending them to highlighted positions. Allies can be recognized by their special floor markers. During combat, they fight on their own, engaging targets automatically. No exit there. No exit there.
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
Who knows? Oh, that sucks to me.
Unclean!
Personal log by Archivist Anselm Diaviro. I need to modify my earlier estimate of the age of this magnificent ship. The Praetorian symbolism and the content of the prayer book. Indicated reference. Inquisition 8344. Met 6 indicates ancient heritage, sometime between the 35th and 36th millennium. The potential connection to the age of apostasy indicates fascinating prospects. I must admit that some of our discoveries are unique, almost radical in nature, especially the pieces directly connected to Uther Tiberius and his sect. The adornments and other elements are clearly imperial in origin on the ship, but the details, like the winged statues, all suggest a cult that used to be imperial, but which has been lost or subsequently purged from the archives. No, sadly I didn't, and I'm mad. I missed out on that the global quest that was going on over the weekend.
much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Ready to fight!
Kill the heretic! Unclean!
How can we serve you?
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Just follow along and hang out with me, kids. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Ready to fight!
The humans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
At your command.
All right.
Repent!
Right on, a chest. Treasure.
At your command.
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium, with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the Unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
All right. New armor. Other new bits and pieces. The clues I found led me to the following conclusions. Recently, a sizable Imperial expedition landed on the fortress monastery led by a certain Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. The purpose, and the current whereabouts of these explorers are still unknown. Although, judging by the large number of casualties they have suffered, I assume that the expedition must have had considerable numbers. Lord Interrogators in his retinue, also some Space Marines from the Stormwatcher chapter. I find it troubling that the Caligari Enclave neglected to reveal the existence of this expedition to me. Incarcerated. I've reached the control room, but now I must survive the coming onslaught of the feral heretics and their champions. I must defend the control room until we can disable the teleport jammer.
Ready to fight.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So, you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition?
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool brought a whole army of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell me everything about this man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Ready to fight.
Alright,
Die, unclean!
Inquisitor, we have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
Well then, that was...
There, what?
We interrogate...
And what would...
Madness incarnated, they call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
great.
Ready to fight.
For the Emperor!
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
Later! Burn! Burn! talking about brothers. Which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Thorm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
Ready to fight!
For the Emperor!
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now!
Kill the heretic!
At your command. For the Emperor!
Let's take a look at this cogitator.
Will track on violent changes the behavior of the machine spirit. Alright. Content missing.
These records are
Take it like a man, son.
recoil, unclean!
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes. That two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he left me down here to die. But now, move!
At your command.
Alright. brute.
Oh, traitorous scum! Not ready, Your Honor! Perish you still!
Inquisitor, what's happening down there? Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial space marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives, and is ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now!
That's your cover.
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least I hope so.
Inquisitor,
least I hope
you
so.
must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jella shields are probably compromised. Warp travel will kill
Oh,
you.
question about
Hurry
that.
up. You don't want to get stranded over there. Inquisitor, are you all right?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine. What is happening to the Martyr?
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
Okay, I'm going to run for about half an hour more, and then I'm going to bed. I'm tired. My wife is tired.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must...
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
All right, boss man.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
Yay! Another level. Oh, completed the cage. I can conclude at this point that the abandoned fortress monastery, which the cryptic distress signal came from, is called Martyr, and that it encountered the Caligari, or entered the Caligari sector roughly 5,000 years ago. After the Imperial Civil War, called the Age of Apostasy, the Martyr was commandeered by an inquisitor called Uther Tiberius, who had a very clear purpose for traveling here, and some of the members of his retinue had reasons to worry about his intentions. What exactly happened during the subsequent 5,000 years is unclear. At some point, the martyr must have disappeared in the warp, and it was spat out by a recent warp surge in the system, already infested by the bile of Nurgle. Nice. New gears. For sale, for sale. Implant. Junk. Junk. New armor. I've got a couple of skill points, so let's get into the ranged stuff. Damage, damage.
me, Inquisitor, and I am here to serve.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave, and pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Good deal. Really now? Well, let's do a test. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, looks like it's all updated.
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors.
we shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
And it looks like I got in under the wire for the last purge. Merciful agony.
This is Meta-Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor?
Space Marine on my ship with grievous injuries. I need a Magos Biologus
Your request cannot be
immediately.
granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere.
I'm on a special assignment from the Caligari Conclave. I must insist, Genitor. Don't make me ask twice.
Allow me to clarify. The Magos Biologus with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status: assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data.
Where can I find the Magos Biologus?
Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Thank you for your cooperation. Hubs of the subsector, this heavily fortified void station is a secluded monastery pylon which serves as a very important astropath relay station, transmitting messages, encrypting manifestos, and highly confidential code songs to the various star systems in the subsector. Off we go! Alright. Relay station. Mission briefings tell you all about the relevant information about the mission. Read the type section carefully before you start. arrived at the St. Abelard Astropathic Relay Station to find Metrodora Thelema, a skilled Magos biologist, conducting important research into a recent outbreak of a mysterious epidemic. The void station is, however, in lockdown and all communication channels are cut off. We are detecting a strong chaos presence. I'm entering the station to find out the fate of the Magos biologists.
Was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The void station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Quarantine doesn't concern me, Captain. Think of me as decontamination crew and support team in one.
Do you really believe that the Magos biologist you seek is there, alive?
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself.
Investigation.
He is a space marine, a legendary defender of the Imperium. It makes him the most important trust behind President. Even if their relationship was as strained as it seems, it must have been very close to the Lord Inquisitor, and he could have tales. Loading. Perish, filth!
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave me. There is no trace of the martyr anywhere in the logbooks of my ship. This ship is ancient, and has traveled everywhere in the sector. And still, nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had a treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession of my family since my ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened to that logbook?
It has disappeared, and the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
It is indeed quite unfortunate, Captain. Loading! Kill the heretic!
Garrison Commander Kazov. A new clue.
Loaded! There was with a protective hex on the chest. I must defeat the creature. Begone, demon. Let's see what's so important in the chest.
Loading.
Reloading.
Recoil, unclean!
Reloading.
Alright. I'm falling asleep. Oh, Mama Dreads, thank you for the host. I am falling asleep, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I will be back Thursday night. Hopefully getting logged in earlier than I did tonight. I apologize for the lateness, but like I said, got invited to dinner at the in-laws, and no was not an option. So I hope you all had a good time watching. If you enjoyed the show, give us a follow. I will be back Thursday night and then Saturday this weekend. You have a good one.
Machinist. Mechanist. Murder. Now on Steam. Prepare to play. Prepare to go. Is there any gameplay?